Hi, I'm Mindy, the natural dyer at Hinley Handmade. Welcome to our knitting chair chat. Today I get to do the big Mother's Day box reveal. So, in my eagerness to get the boxes sent out to their recipients, I didn't get a super great video of everything that was in it. But I did do a quick unboxing video for you. So we're going to use that today as I talk you through each of the items that I put in the box. Okay, I've mentioned this several times over the last several weeks, but these Mother's Day boxes are so much fun for me to curate. This year was no exception. I spent a lot of time planning and making sure that all the details are there in these boxes so that the recipient feels loved and fulfilled. Their soul just feels fulfilled when they open this box. And I hope that that's how the recipients feel, because that's always my goal. So let's get to it. This year's box is a simple, classic brown goodie box dressed up with a bit of blue and white baker's twine. Once you get it opened, there's a sweet little bookmark with a reminder, you are an awesome mom. I know this is a knitter's box, but I know many knitters are also avid readers. So a bookmark feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a little extra touch of fun. You could even adhere it to a mirror or a wall, because we can never be reminded of our awesomeness too often. On the top, there is a Mother's Day card filled with a heartfelt thank you and some encouragement. Now, I know I don't know anything about your parenting or how you're doing as in your role as a mother, but listen, I truly believe each and every one of us is doing our absolute best at this thing called parenting. And no matter what stage of parenting you're in, you're doing the best you can. And that is all anyone can ask of us. You are a great mom. Anyway, I really like to include a personal note because this is such a personal business for me. So I do take some time to add this personal touch. Next is a hand-painted card by me. I really went back and forth on whether to include this or not. In the end, I opted to include it. My watercolor skills are still fresh and new, so this feels very vulnerable to share. Just, my developing skills with you. But like with the Mother's Day card, I really wanted to have something extra personal, and each card is a one of a kind, signed by me. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now we're getting to the knitting goodies. This is a handcrafted stitch marker by Barbara of Woolyside. She made these especially for your box, and they are so lovely. Barbara also designs beautiful knitwear patterns and sells other handmade accessories in her shop. These stitch markers were part of a set of stitch markers that she sells called it's called the perennial stitch markers. They're such sweet little flowers. I'll include a link to her shop in the comments if you'd like to check out more of what she has to offer in her shop. Next we have Cable Locks by Dawn of Twice Sheared Sheep. When I approached her about including something from her shop in your box, her first suggestion was these great tools. They have been such a hot item in her shop that I thought you would probably like them as well. There are instructions for how to use them on the back in case you're kind of scratching your head a bit, but they keep your stitches from falling off your needles in between knitting sessions, which is especially helpful for those of us who like to set our knitting down on the sofa and have curious or slightly oblivious children or pets. You can also use them as cord stops with your interchangeable needles if you're needing to use the needles off of those cables in the midst of a project. I can absolutely see why these have been flying off Dawn's shelves. They're such a simple tool, but so practical. They come in sets, 2 sets to a pack, and retail for $7 in her shop. I'll be sure to link them down below. Dawn has so many clever knitting tools and accessories in her shop, including the famed row counter that I've shared many times before because I love mine so much. I included a few small goodies here, a couple packs of tea, my favorite teas, some scrumptious shortbread cookies because knitting and tea with cookies just go so well together. Each box also includes a small bottle of soak wool wash. This 3-ounce bottle is good for at least 18 washes, but I find these bottles last me a very long time. I grabbed an assortment of scents along with some unscented ones, so it's random which scent or scentless you receive in your box. This particular box received a scent called Lacy. And shipping these always makes me nervous that they might leak in transit. So I taped around the lids and I also put them in sealed bags. I know how sad I'd feel if I opened this much anticipated box only to find everything soaked in, well, soak. Okay, pun intended there. Okay, here we're finally at the yarn. You had a choice of either fingering sock weight or worsted weight. This box has the fingering sock weight in it, and I wish I would have taken proper photos for you. But here is Mother's Day Love 2023. It is various shades of pink and purple and has yellow and blue throughout it, and even has some pink and purple speckly bits. Some white pops through as well. If you're in the Knit Mini Together community, I use the same techniques to dye this colorway as I did the colorways in the Desert Bloom collection. But basically, I sprinkled the dyes to give them, and then gave them a good steam. And using this technique is just, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. And I've really been enjoying dyeing with this technique. So I can't wait to see this yarn knitted up. And feel free to share those those photos with me if you received the box and are knitting your Mother's Day yarn. Please do feel free to email me anytime with those pictures or share on social media. And tag me, at Henley Handmade or hashtag Henley Handmade so I can see those, because I really, really love seeing the yarn being knit in projects. So, okay, this year I couldn't settle on just one suggested pattern, so I provided 2 for you to choose from. For the fingering sock weight box, there is, I'm going to do my best to pronounce this, Nurmelin 2 by Heidi Allender. It's a single skein shawl with some beautiful lace sections offset by garter stitch rows. I think this pattern will highlight the colorway really well. The alternating sections is going to really do well with the variegated style of this colorway. Also in the box is an oldie but a goodie. It's Justina Lurkowska's Close to You shawl. The simplicity and just the design of this shawl are a great way to show off variegated colorways as well. Since it's not on the bias and the stitch count is always changing and growing, it'll help prevent any potential color pooling. And color pooling is just when you get kind of weird blobs of the same color as you're knitting along. So this kind of just helps break it up. The worsted weight box received its own pattern suggestions as well. And again, I like options, so I provided two. The Cozy Cuffed Mitts by Karen Everett and a neck snuggie by Margie's Yarn Crafts. It's a bit trickier to find patterns suitable for one skein of worsted weight, but I really loved these as options. The mitts would be so fun and colorful in the Mother's Day Love 2023. I'd love to see them knit up as mitts. But I'm also a sucker for a soft cowl, or this might be more of kind of a neck gaiter. But it'd be lovely either way. So that was the Mother's Day Surprise Box 2023. It was priced at $47. One skein of Henley handmade yarn retails for $36. So with all the other special goodies in the box, it felt like a good value. This year I didn't offer yarn upgrades, but if there's interest in being able to add a second or even third skein of yarn to your box, I'd be open to that in the future. Just let me know. Okay, so what do you think? Anything you absolutely loved or, just didn't really care for? Let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback because I'm always looking to improve and make these boxes better every year because, I want to provide a great surprise and make sure that you feel loved and receive everything that you hope for. Okay, so I have sold out of the boxes for this year. Thank you for that. But if you would like to check out my selection of naturally dyed US yarn, I will include Henley Handmade's shop link in the comments below or in the description below. If you're new to Henley Handmade, I would love to give you 20% off to give naturally dyed yarn a try. So the link for that will be down below as well. And if you are looking to join the kindest, most friendly group of knitters, I'd love for you to check out the Knit Mini Together community. Being a member helps keep Henley Handmade running and provides support for me to continue to make videos like this for you. So the link for that is down below as well. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe. It's free for you to do and it's easy to do, and it really does actually help my micro business gain more visibility on YouTube. So I'd really appreciate it. I really appreciate it so much. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Leave your comments down below and have a wonderfully woolly day.